In 1993, in the quiet city of West Memphis, a crime occurred that would not only shock a community but divide an entire nation for decades. 3 young boys disappeared, and soon after, their bodies were discovered in a wooded area known as Robin Hood Hills. The brutality of the crime horrified investigators and residents alike, creating an urgent demand for answers. In a town unprepared for such violence, fear spread quickly, and with fear came speculation. Rumors began to circulate, fueled by the cultural climate of the early 1990s, a time when fears of occult activity were amplified by media. It was within this atmosphere of panic that suspicion fell upon 3 teenagers: Damien Echols, Jason Baldwin, and Jesse Miskelly Jr. Among them, Damien Echols stood out. He was different, interested in alternative music, dressed in dark clothing, and open about his unconventional beliefs. To some, this made him a target. To others, it made him a suspect. Law enforcement quickly focused on the 3 teenagers, leading to one of the most debated investigations in modern true crime history. Central to the case was a confession from Jesse Miskelly Jr., obtained after hours of police interrogation. However, the details raised serious concerns. Inconsistencies and factual errors suggested that the confession may not have been reliable. Despite this, it became a key piece of evidence used to build the case against all 3 teenagers. What made the situation even more controversial was the lack of physical evidence directly linking the accused to the crime. The case relied heavily on circumstantial evidence and the narrative that the crime was part of a ritualistic act. For many observers, the trial felt less like a pursuit of truth and more like a reflection of societal fears and biases. Damien Echols was sentenced to death, while Jason Baldwin and Jesse Miskelly Jr. received life sentences. As the years passed, the case refused to fade. New evidence and expert analysis began to emerge, challenging the prosecution's case. Documentaries played a significant role in bringing the case back into public consciousness, raising doubts surrounding the convictions. In 2011, after 18 years, the West Memphis Three entered an offered plea, allowing them to claim innocence while being released. The West Memphis Three case remains a reminder of how justice can be influenced by fear and the limitations of investigative processes. Subscribe Criminal Verse, where every crime hides a story.